Alright, welcome to the show. Jeremiah James pitching to the Chicago White Sox. It'll be my first closing appearance of the 2030 season. 2030. Jeremiah's got 4 years of service with the Angels. He is a two-way player, catching and closer, but as the closer role, he hasn't gotten an at-bat in 3 years, so I would guess an injury would have to come up.
Chris Singleton, late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
48 saves last season. Wow.
Or Elvis Martinez steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Top of 9.
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. James, 24 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Missed with a changeup, ball 2. And a pitch. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Give the heater, Ricky.
The pitch. Line drive. Calls it in.
Nice catch. Hello, one down.
He's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime.
The big dog, Jeremiah James.
Hunter Goodman.
Hunter Goodman.
For 3.
Sweeper.
Ball 1 there.
Nibbling.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss.
That's nasty. Curveball.
Ground ball left
1 down.
side.
Make it 2.
Fires over to Guerrero. And they're down to their last out.
The church
now,
bell in L.A.
Edgar Carroll, known
Edgar
for his
Carroll.
rocket arm behind the plate.
Fastball.
That one close.
101. What?
1-0.
Bring the heater.
Sends
Up.
it to center, and that's going to do it.
Game, set,
He's got it.
match.
And the Angels collect their first win of the season.
Six years with LA. He'd be looking 2-time All-Star, 28-29. He wants a payday. Got 2 more years on the contract. This year, next year, 31. So
First with the victorious Angels, 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left on left.
okay, what's next? We got the Orioles coming up, April Fool's Day. 2-game winning streak. Loss. 12-0. Wow. Slurve. I hope they let him hit this year again. He can hit. It's just the role of closer. I didn't realize they wouldn't play him at catcher, but we'll see what happens this year. Off to a slow start. 14-2, Sim. Seven to 4. 88. So our run differential's pretty big for having 3 losses. Where the Guardians have -4, we're a +27. Our pitching is legit. This could be a Jake Burger hamburger. 2 hits, a home run.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
Warm them up.
So in now for Cleveland, Jake Burger. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
Nothing but strikeouts.
A former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a changeup, a slider, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
0-2. Slider. $90-mile-an-hour slider. I don't even know how you hit it.
The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Change up, low and in.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss.
First K of the year.
Strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
There's a swing and a drive. Carter ranging back onto the warning track, and
2 down.
He hauls it in.
Nice catch.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
So 2 balls and no strikes. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one outside, and it's 3-0. Fastball for a strike.
99.
It's amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Yeah, there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the
what's
best.
going on.
That is if you are the offensive side of it.
The pitch. That one catches the zone. Strike 1.
Beauty.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that.
And
2
that is the ball
Ks
game.
for the first 2 of the season.
This team has won the series with the win in this game today, so you got your eye on a sweep. It's not going to be easy to do. When you're on the road, a home team is always fighting to keep themselves alive. So got to come out, execute, play really good baseball tomorrow.
Who's the
complete this
catcher?
week.
I wonder. Okay, 2 saves, 3 appearances, no runs, 2 Ks. That's gonna change. He throws a 101-mile-an-hour four-seamer. I gotta do some editing and go and check it out. Welcome to the Minnesota Jer channel. Okay, he's got an 88. What's the play style? Oh, looks like I did this already. Okay, let's go check. Who's this guy? So it's the star or the pitcher is the build out I want to use moving forward. 15 minutes in. Eight to 2 win. 3 to 4 loss. 1 to 2 loss. Taj Bradley. All right, we got a safe situation. Ryan Moore. I think I want. So the pitching is first in runs allowed at 31 through how many games? 42 run differential. That's outstanding. Robert Moore. So we're going 9-1-2. Moore, Turner, Harper. Trout's still with the team. We've upgraded to Morrell, Lane Thomas. I don't know.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's the second baseman. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. To the right side. A dive. He's got it. And very nicely done for the out.
One down.
Look at the big guy getting
Carrero.
down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if it gets by him. You love to see that because most times
Nice
it's
play.
the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
Turner at the plate now. That's ball one. One out, base is empty. Next pitch is outside. Inside, just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Yeah, there's ball 4.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Harper stands in now and watches strike one.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
James keeping an eye on him.
This is a batter who loves to produce late in ball games. He doesn't shy away from the big moment.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. And a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Left-hand hitter waits. Goes down swinging
100.
The high heat, too much on that one. And at first, here's Kyle Tucker. In the dirt, no advance. Good job behind the dish. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. And that's in there at the knees. And another ball. 2-2. Runner takes off. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the...
Oh, we're losing.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
Trey Turner. Single, double, homer. 3 RBI, 2-run. Trout, 2 for 4. Closing time.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
Gabe Moreno. High hopes for him.
And now here is Harper. 1 for 3.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Boss challenge. entering the game for a save opportunity boss challenge with Bryce Harper.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 1-1.
Right through there for a strike. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tying run at the plate. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Ground ball left
Turn
side.
it.
Morel
1,
lost the second.
2.
He made a first double play.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively.
Beautiful
Just
turn.
one more guy
Nice
to get
play
this
at
save for the
third.
closer.
1, 2.
So they're down to their final out. And digging in for Philadelphia, Kyle Tucker. Just missed. In there at the knees. And a count even at 1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
And that one fouled off. The Phils down to their final strike. Headed down the line. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
3 saves on the year, 5 appearances. %11 walk rate. That's a little high. Open that equipment pack. Awesome. I got a catcher helmet. +6. I don't want it. +6. Pittsburgh. Win 3-0. 4-3. Save situation.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
Okay, back at it.
Now the catcher up to hit, Andy Rodriguez. Pitch misses there, 1-0. James, multi-time All-Star. He throws a cutter, a changeup, a slider, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And another ball. Got it. Strikeout for the first out here.
Way to get started.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Vivas in the box with one away as he takes ball one. On the ground at first. And he takes it himself for the out.
2 down.
Pitches and a quick out.
Last chance now for the Pirates. Miguel Iraldo, the next Pirate to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Strike one.
Righty delivers. Swung on, belted.
Trout.
That one back there. It's a bomb.
Wow.
A solo shot. Third home run of the season. It's 5-4.
Just relentless.
First run to give up this year.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
McCormick in the box
Come
here.
on,
Lets
no.
that one go for a ball.
Slider.
A dive. Nice stop.
That's game.
To the bag himself and gets the out to end it. Wow.
What an
All right,
exciting
moving
first
on.
of this game, an amazing play right
Hello,
there.
hello,
It's hard
hello.
for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars. But an outstanding
12
job
and 7,
to keep
first in the
entertaining
AL
all the way to the
West.
end.
You got a good team. Always sucks giving up your first run of the season on a home run on your best pitch. That's funny. Artificial. Everybody left. What? Come on back. On to Cincinnati, as Bill Belichick would said in the past. Hello. Moving on, White Sox. Training day? Do some sprints, Jeremiah. It just seems like it's time to upgrade. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. He's a big cat, 6'5", 247, throws 101 miles an hour, and he can play catcher and hit. 3303. Boy, Chase Dollander started out pretty hot last night against, I don't know what's wrong with the Rangers this year, but closing pitcher. $33, $33. Come on. Colson Montgomery. 456. Hello. Jeremiah James.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
6 games, 4 for 4. 23.8% strikeout. Slider. He's ready.
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. James, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a changeup, a slider.
It's a beauty.
Curve, and he works in a four-seamer. The shortstop takes the ball.
Back foot slider.
Got him.
KKKK. 4-2 LA.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Another K.
One down, base is empty. That one a little bit high.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's ball 2.
It's a good take.
It's a lucky take.
This one in the air right field. Thomas gets under it.
2 down.
And there's 2 away. White Sox down to their final out. Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. Almost got him. And it's even up.
Oh, 2.
2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
And that's how you do that.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them
5
coming out on top.
saves already. I'm going to get through these next 2 seasons and see what kind of deals I can get for free agent. I'm 26 years old. Hello and welcome. Like, comment, subscribe. Only thing about this road to the show with the closer and is a dual role, which is 2-way player. They pretty much shut off the catching and it's all pitching, which makes sense if you're gonna have that role. You never know when you're gonna get in, but catching is fun. Shortstop, center field, up the middle are your 3 best players, I would say. Boston. The Beantown Boston. 15-8. Let's keep rolling. Oh. Grayson Rodriguez. 7-1. This is a save opportunity. Angels, Red Sox. Jeepers. Red Sox aren't very good. Who will I be facing? Thairo Estrada. And he is the 7, 8, and 9. Gotta be careful of Montero. He's taking me deep.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
Jeremiah James, number 25. 29% strikeout. He's ready.
Thairo Estrada to the plate. Swung on, belted. Carter ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
One down.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Montero, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Can't touch it.
Foul ball there. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound.
There he goes again.
Better sense of the umpire strike zone. Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Rafaela in the box now. No balls and a strike. James, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a changeup, a slider, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. On the ground, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
All right.
Making some noise here, trying to give themselves a chance.
Thomas
Just a simple
Joyce.
ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Joyce stands in now and watches strike 1. That one a little bit high. Ball 1. And a good eye there.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be
My
aggressive on this
gosh.
next pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Swing and a miss.
Big
Struck
whiff.
him out.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Last out for the Red Sox in this one. Now it's the shortstop, Ketel Marte. Right through there for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
2 on, 2 outs. And that drops in for a strike. The Red Sox down to their final strike. Got it. And that wraps it up for this afternoon.
Another save.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here, and you got yourself a little bit of breathing room.
31% strikeout
Let's go
to
to the next place,
6.9%.
and let's take that series again.
Wow. Okay. Go with another 18 minutes. Try and get through April into May. Almost there. Blue Jays. This team's going to the playoffs again. The Angels, led by Trout and Vladimir Guerrero. All right, save opportunity. Jared Triolo. He got a Gold Glove the other night, Pittsburgh. 1, 2, 3. Triolo, Schneider, Kirilloff. Guerrero, Trout, Nelson Rada, Evan Carter, Gabe Moreno, Estiri Ruiz.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, 1 for 3. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Righty delivers. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
And there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter. Swinging a foul over the screen. And
Cutter at 98. Like
James, an all-star a season ago. He throws a cutter, a changeup, a slider, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. One down, base is empty. Foul ball still 0-2.
Not run problems, but a pitch ain't one.
The pitch out there. 2 out.
Hey.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Kirilloff, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Jump throw across his body, and that is the ball game.
Angels win. Angels win. Angels win. 6 saves. And we're on to Cincinnati.
8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 14 runners on.
This Angels team is built right now to win. And if I just continue to shut the door on save ops, that's more dubs. He's a 24-year-old closer catcher. 6 seasons in LA. Will he upgrade in 2 years? Let's check out this pack. Oh, awesome. Gloves. Catcher gear. Now let's go see. Below the catcher. +5. Wow. Put this back on. Let's go and do a little. See that? Didn't upgrade nothing. Equipment style. Let's go back to the chain. Those gloves are awesome. Evo Shield. That needs to be upgraded. Okay. Check his batting. George Brett. Dontrell Willis. May 2nd. Training day. Bullpen. Control. Mini bullpen session. Get ready for the next save opportunity. All right. 1-0 lead against the Braves in LA. Let's see what we can do here. Ricky. 98 runs allowed, first in the MLB. 33 home runs, fourth. Strikeouts, seventh. ERA, first. And we're scoring runs, 173 runs already. Second in the MLB. Welcome to the channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Be here for a while on this build and then go on to another one. Facing Luis Torrens. He is...
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
Let's see what he's got today. Fire up that fastball.
Well, one-run game, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Outside, 2-0.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Trout sizing it up. And it's caught for the out.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
He's 2 outs away. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Vidal Brujan. Ball 1, no strikes. And that one fouled
100.
off. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth.
99.
On the ground. Fires over to Guerrero. Braves down to their final out.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Varsho stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one fouled off. The 1-1. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This could end it. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Got it! And that's the ball game.
And that's the ball game, folks. Joe Ryan, 1 inning pitch, 3 Ks, got the win.
Our final answer tonight. First for the victorious Angels. 1 run on 6 hits. No errors.
All right. Let's get ready to rumble. 23-12. Save up. Boy, this pitching staff is loaded. Holy smokes. Alberto Rodriguez. What's he batting? 891. Francisco Lindor. Julio Rodriguez. One of my favorite players of all time. Vlad Guerrero.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
ERA .9. 1 home run.
Now the left fielder, Alberto Rodriguez. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Watch the bunt. Humby, watch the bunt.
Right through there for a strike.
100.
Absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
You can hear it.
Next offering upstairs.
99.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Oh, you want a breaking ball in the dirt? Or do you want a fastball at the head?
That's a hit! And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
You son of a biscuit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That one at triple digits.
100.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Close, but call the ball.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's ball 3. Francisco Lindor on deck for the M's. And he walked him.
That
We're a little hot
right
water
there,
here.
They couldn't take care of the bottom of the order
Nobody
to start
out.
this inning. You turn the lineup over. Now this inning's set up to be something big for this offense.
Lindor in the box
sure.
now. Takes
Give me
strike
that
1.
now.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. In the dirt, blocked.
Focus.
That one called a strike. We're on
Wow.
in 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got it.
Hey,
was a big first
another
out.
K.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third. And that
Do you
pitch
walk
finished
Julio or do you
right
pitch
down the
to
middle,
him?
just a
I
little
think
bit
you
in, and he
better
couldn't pull the
pitch to
trigger.
him.
He's 2 outs away.
Donovan.
Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan, known for his late inning heroics.
Well, if he gets the save here, he's going to have earned it. Just getting through this hitter is going to be a challenge enough.
He's taken.
That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers, they seem to...
No.
And that's ripped for a base hit. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. On the third, save as a run scores.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine.
Abner Uribe
Oh, they took
gets
me
hands
out?
the rock out of the
What?
pen.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
Unbelievable.
Our final run score. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 10 runs, 15 hits. No errors. They left 19 runners on base.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now the DH, Drew Jones.
The designated hitter, Drew Jones.
And a strike right through there. That
100.
one in triple digits. And a big swing and a miss.
Slow.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Righty to the plate. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right
Lucky
there. You
he
have to
didn't jack
expand
that.
the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit, and it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds.
Hey, nobody out. Nobody out.
The 1-1.
2 balls.
In the dirt, but kept close. In there
Oh,
safely.
good deal.
And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. That one foul off.
101.
2-2.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Sure.
Ground ball right side. And it stays
Oh, my
fair.
God.
Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's 7-5.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up. Under it. Makes the grab. And there's one down.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Schroff stands in now, looks at that one inside. Right through there for a strike. And that one got a piece of him.
Ooh.
Well, things starting to unravel out there on the mounds.
Boss
Few hits.
challenge.
Now he's hitting guys. He's got to find a way to compose himself or he's not going to be out there much longer.
Boss challenge versus Julio Rodriguez. Let's go.
And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. And that one missing low.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit.
Swing and
102.
Took him out.
Oh,
Two
he's
away.
fired up
And
now.
Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Green in the box now. Takes strike one. Hard hit to third. And that is the ball game.
Another save for the big cat.
Well, not all saves come easy, but he didn't let things unravel. Good win for the team today.
8 saves, 1 blown. This could be it. I'm ready to start hitting. Oh. Frozen pitcher.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well,
Welcome.
one-run game. And here's the first baseman, Derek Schroff. That's off the mark. 1-0. Looking to get the tying run on base.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Kicks and fires. This one in the air, center field. Trout is there. Squeezes it, and there's
One down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really
Come
settle
on,
in.
Blue.
Diaz, the next to hit, takes high for ball one. Fought off foul. A one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Hey, we got one here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Another
Some high
king.
cheese for strike 3.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
So last chance for the Mariners. And stepping in for the Mariners, Dominic Canzone. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Foul ball
Strike one.
there.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
This
Up.
one in the air.
That's fine.
Under it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels take the finale here. They win the series 3-1.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory.
Well, that concludes today's Jeremiah James Road to the Show. Adios, pelota.